If you've ever been in a moment of profound quiet, perhaps deep in nature or late at night, and heard a mysterious, beautiful melody, a sound that seems to come from nowhere and everywhere at once, you are not imagining things. You are not going crazy. You have received a divine sign. It is a direct call from Krishna, an echo of his celestial flute, and it is a summons you must answer. In the spiritual tradition of Hinduism, sound is considered the most powerful and subtle of all the elements. The universe itself was born from a single, sacred sound. And of all the sounds in creation, the melody of Krishna's flute, his murali, is the most captivating. It is said that when Krishna plays his flute, the entire universe is mesmerized. Time stops. The rivers cease to flow so they can listen. The animals stand motionless, tears of bliss streaming from their eyes. Even the great demigods in the heavens pause their duties, enchanted by the divine vibration. This is not just a poetic description. It is a spiritual reality. The sound of Krishna's flute is not ordinary music. It is the sound of the soul's deepest longing. It is the call of the divine, beckoning you to leave the noisy, chaotic marketplace of the material world and return to the serene, ecstatic forest of your own spiritual heart. If you have heard this sound, even faintly, it is a sign that your spiritual senses are beginning to awaken. It is a sign that you are ready to hear a deeper truth about your life. The flute itself is a powerful symbol. A flute is a simple, hollow reed. It cannot make music on its own. It is completely empty. It is only when the breath of the player flows through it that it can produce a beautiful melody. This is a direct metaphor for the state of the devotee's heart. To hear the divine music, your own heart must become like a flute. It must be empty of worldly desires, empty of pride, empty of the endless internal chatter of the ego. You must become a hollow instrument, ready and willing for the divine to play its song through you. The call of the flute is a call to this state of surrender. It is a sign that the universe is asking you to let go of your own plans, your own ambitions, your own stubborn ideas of how life should be. It is an invitation to empty yourself so that you can be filled with something infinitely more beautiful. Divine love. When Krishna played his flute in Vrindavan, the gopis, the cowherd girls, would be completely overwhelmed. No matter what they were doing, cooking for their families, serving their husbands, tending to their children, they would drop everything and run to the forest to be with him. They could not resist the call. Their husbands and elders would try to stop them, scolding them for abandoning their worldly duties. But the gopis were hearing a higher call, a divine imperative that superseded all earthly obligations. This represents the inner conflict you feel when your spiritual awakening begins. The sound of the flute is your soul's awakening. It is calling you towards meditation, towards spiritual study, towards a life of deeper meaning. But the world, your job, your family, your social obligations will try to hold you back. It will tell you that you are being irresponsible, that you are wasting your time on spiritual nonsense. This is the test. Can you, like the gopis, recognize which call is more important? Can you find a way to honor the call of the flute without completely abandoning your responsibilities? The call of the flute is not a call to become a recluse. It is a call to reorient your entire life around a new center. It is a call to make your connection with the divine the most important thing in your life, the sun around which all your other duties, orbit. So, what does this mean for you, practically? Hearing the flute in the silence is a sign that it is time to intensify your spiritual practice. It is a message that you are ready for a deeper experience. This is the time to begin a regular meditation practice, to find a quiet place each day where you can consciously create the inner silence needed to hear that divine melody more clearly. It is time to start chanting a mantra to fill your consciousness with sacred sound, which purifies the heart and makes it a more receptive instrument. It is also a call to seek out spiritual association, to find other people who have also heard the call, who can support you on your journey. The ultimate reveal is that the sound of Krishna's flute is not an external sound. It is emanating from within your own heart. It is the voice of your own soul, calling you back to your original joyful, loving nature. It is the sound of your connection to the divine, a connection that has been covered over by layers of material conditioning. Hearing it in the external world is just a reflection, a reminder of the music that is eternally playing within you. You have heard the call. You are no longer satisfied with the noise of the material world. You are yearning for the music of the soul. Do not dismiss this experience. Do not let the world convince you that it was nothing. It was everything. It was the beginning of your true life. It was an invitation to the eternal dance of divine love. Will you answer? If you have heard this call and wish to understand its message more deeply, follow our channel for guidance on the path of Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of love, which teaches us how to become a perfect flute for the divine to play through. Your personal melody is waiting to be heard.